What is going on YouTube? J Rods Exotics here. Just want to give you guys a quick tour of, I guess, both of my 10-gallon natural aquariums. These are both kind of experiments. They take a lot of inspiration from Father Fish and the Wallstead method. So the one on the left is a little more established. It is, I'm going to say, 5 or 6 weeks old. It does have a sponge filter, they both do. In the back there, this one you can see here, this is actually only 3 days old. So there's no fish in there yet. There's a couple of plants from my local aquarium store, but nothing crazy. I have plants coming on Friday from Dustin's Fish Tanks. That is where I got a lot of my plants for my 29-gallon aquarium you guys saw in the last video. So just a quick tour of this tank, I guess. As you can see, sorry about the glare back there, but this tank has my beta. He has some damaged fins. He's not the best swimmer, but he's still cool. With him, I started off with 5 Harlequin Rasboras, but one died like the following day that I got them. Not sure why, but these guys are thriving. They get along, well, I'll say they coexist for the most part. They really don't interact that much unless they kind of school together and get close to him. He'll flare up and try to chase them away, but they're way too fast for him. So on top of this tank, I have a very cheap light from Amazon. The brand is Aquaneat. It's like the first light that pops up when you search for aquarium lights on Amazon. I think it was, for this one, this is like 36 inches, and it was only, God, I think like $36. So not too bad. It does what it needs to do. It's not the best light in the world. You can see the LEDs, but hey, it's cheap, grows plants. Who needs a toy star light, right? For the setup for these tanks, because I got a lot of questions, especially on Facebook. This tank and this one, they both have a base layer of mud from a local pond. Can't really see, it's a little dark, but literally about an inch of, not even, maybe half an inch of mud from a local pond with lots of critters growing in it. On top of that is about another half an inch or so of aqua soil. I had a very big bag left over of Fluval stratum. I had a bag for my 29-gallon that I didn't use nearly as much as I thought I was going to use. So you have the pond soil, the Fluval stratum, and then on top, it's a little uneven at this point, but I aimed for about 2 inches of sand on top of the soil. I know with the Wallstead method, and Father Fish says it as well, you want an inch of soil and 2 inches of sand. You basically want double the amount of sand so that the soil remains anaerobic. This one also has leaves from that pond, as well as the scud balls from, oh man, I think it was Phillips Fish Works. I said it in my last video. I cultured this tank with scuds and other microorganisms. There was other stuff from the pond as well. There were scuds from my local pond. There are some pond snails in there somewhere. And I'll see if I can catch them on camera. But we'll see if we can see them, but I noticed a bunch of, let me fix this ring. I noticed a bunch of little white guys, little white things just jumping around on the surface. And lo and behold, it was very weird. Just on my For You page on YouTube, I came across a video by, I believe his channel's name is Fishtory. He has very informative videos. He gets really into the science of things, but essentially he made a video on those things, and they're springtails, I guess. A species of springtails. I know I always think of springtails as, you know, the little white bugs you see in live terrariums, but I guess they're also an aquatic version. So this tank was an upgrade for my beta initially, and it kind of turned into the experiment that it is now. It's thriving. These plants have grown just in the short, 5 or 6 weeks that this aquarium has been set up. There's a little cave back there that I created. I super glued some rocks from my yard after I washed them. There's a mass of Java moss there. Nice Amazon sword in the middle that's starting to take up the whole middle of the tank, but that's cool. These I got from Dustin's Fish Tanks. I forget the name, Mayo something. I'll put it in the description. This is growing like crazy. I started with one back there, and I literally trim it like every week because it grows into the water column and starts just spreading across the top. So these are all trimmings here. And that's the mother, I guess you can say the mother plant back there. You can see I just added some ram's horn snails. They are slowly moving away. They were all sitting in a pile there. That guy's still sitting there. And then I got this grass. I don't know if it's dwarf hair grass or what. It was actually dying at the pet store, and just with how much I'm in that store, it's a small locally owned shop. It's just the owner and one other employee. He actually gave it to me for free. He's like, hey, it's not doing well in this tank, just take it. So we'll see. I'm hoping it spreads. I'm not sure what I'm going to put in this tank. If you guys have any ideas, let me know. I'm still cycling it right now. Like I said, it just has plants from my local aquarium store. We have this big old Java fern in the middle. It's hard to get some perspective, but literally it's in the back of the tank. And this leaf is touching the front glass. I have plants coming on Friday that I will plant, and I'll probably make a short video about how it came out. I do have that heater back there. These are cheap heaters from Petco that are preset to 78 degrees. I don't know if you can see it hiding back there. But yeah, let me know what you guys want to see in here. I don't know if I want to do another beta. Maybe some, tiny schooling fish, chili rasbora, something like that. You can see this. I thought it was kind of cool, if it focuses. This beetle was in the foliage when I got this water from the pond, and he's just been kind of cruising in there. I was like, you know what? Nothing's in here but him, some leaf litter, some plants. Let him rock. See what happens. There are a lot of little worms in here, so I'm nervous about parasites. Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at that. So I am not sure what they are, bloodworms, whatever, but I'm interested to see what this tank looks like in a month or two. This tank has far more mud from that pond. Again, I collected this in late May, and it's been hot where I am. This mud was collected in early April, and it was still pretty chilly most days. We did have a heat wave here and there, but for the most part, we had a late winter this year. So there's a lot more critters in here. There's these worms. I saw some kind of, I don't know, it looked like something out of Dune. It was a worm that was in the sand here, and just its head was sticking out, and it had like appendages or polyps or whatever, as if it was waiting for something to come so it could snatch it up. I don't see him anymore, but he's in there. But yeah, guys, so let me know what else you want to see. I will be making progress videos of these tanks. This one I will probably update at the 1 month mark. This one and my 29 gallon I will probably do a 3 month update on. In the meantime, I will be posting shorts and things like that. I'm going to be making a TikTok as well. How did I forget about my pothos? Look at my pothos just thriving. That was one plant, and it has just exploded. Got a new leaf there. This is, I want to say from about there on is new. Just I'm gonna say every other day I'm finding new leaves sprouting out, and gotta love it. So yeah, guys, I think that's gonna be it for now. Also get to like, share, subscribe, the whole YouTube thing, and I'll catch you on the next one. Totally forgot to mention, because I did get this question on Facebook. There is a 2-inch layer of sand in this tank. I just pushed the sand back from the front edge a little bit so I had more viewing room. I mean, I don't mind that look either. You can see the whole substrate, but I just wanted to see how this would look. I mean, as you can see here, they're the same depth, but if you look at this from the side, you can see it slopes. So with that, I'll catch you guys later.